The question now Nigerians should be asking APC, why did you bring terrorists into Nigeria because you want power? Or were you not aware that they brought these people to fight for them in case Jonathan renege to hand over? Is it not on record? Buhari said that he was even surprised that Jonathan had to surrender. He said it, that he was surprised when Jonathan conceded power.
So
with all these things, were you not here in this country when elder statesmen sued Buhari to court for being the arrowhead of insecurity in Nigeria? They sued him for 50 billion. It did not happen in this country. So who will come out today and be asking, how did this thing happen? Who did it? Who brought it? You and I know. Meanwhile, these same people are looking for a way to get into power. And because of your gullibility over here, nobody is looking at this particular issue.
President, let's take a very short break.
I was thinking
let's take a very short break, and then when we return, we'll continue with the conversation.
Never think of coming to power again for what you have done.
There's quite a lot of for and against based on what Omoyele Sowore said, but let's take a listen to him.
They know that Nnamdi Kanu's trial cannot go anywhere. And they know that if it is concluded, it's a problem. If it is not concluded, it is a problem. So they make it an open-ended trial so that they will look as if something is happening. But they are not interested in his trial. They are interested in holding him perpetually until people realize that that's what they are doing. And I realized that a long time ago. The problem is that everybody has become complacent about Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. They have allowed the so-called Southeastern leaders who are deceiving them to say, oh, we are negotiating, we will get this thing resolved, to allow them to calm down the restless people who should get him out. You are not going to get Nnamdi Kanu out of detention by negotiation. It's not possible. Nigeria is holding Nnamdi Kanu to ransom for his unity. The payment they are demanding for is absolute unity and loyalty, regardless of what they are doing to Igbos, yes, or they are doing to other Nigerians. Unless that ransom is paid, and that ransom is Nnamdi, or Nnamdi is rescued from the kidnappers. I think I want to say this, because Nnamdi Kanu is my friend, and I've been in this court several times on his behalf. In fact, when I would come to this court in the past, they would attack me physically. I was attacked physically thrice. Just the reason I don't come to court anymore is that a federal high court judge actually gave an order that I cannot attend this trial, this current trial. Yes, he mentioned my name specifically, so I don't want to waste my time coming to court. But to be more than, I think when I met Nnamdi Kanu, I used to say I met him in New York when I was on my way to Nigeria in 2019. At the time I got arrested for revolution now, and he was telling me, I told this story several times, he said, "Sowore, you are mad. How are you going to Nigeria at this time? They just tried to kill me in my father's house, and they killed 20-something people. I barely escaped." I said to him, and it came to pass, if they need you and they want you wherever you are hiding, they come and get you. And that's what they did to him by going to Kenya. They abducted him. Till today, nobody can tell you how Nnamdi Kanu got to Nigeria officially. It was a kidnap, an international kidnap action. And you cannot cure that flaw in his trial. You can't go and kidnap somebody and bring him to court and bring him to trial. But they know what they are doing. So I hope that those who are his supporters and Nigerians who believe in justice will understand that is what he's about.
Barrister Darlington, what's your take on this? So we can go into another line of conversation.
You see, Esther.
Sir?
When the lion is weak or when the lion is sick, the antelope becomes a troublesome creditor.
Barrister Darlington. Anyways, please take your time, watch this video to the end as Barrister Darlington explain, so that you know what is going on, what is happening in the country in terms of insecurity, in terms of the Olu-Badon and the insecurity, Sowore, Nnamdi Kanu, a lot of issues. So let's take them one after the other. Let's listen as Barrister Darlington do justice to some of these topics so that you know what is happening, what is playing gradually. You know, this is where you get a lot of updates like this, where somebody will go in details to explain things to you, what is actually going on, what is hidden under the carpet. A lot of things that people are not aware. Do you understand? So take your time, listen to this video as Barrister Darlington, so then we'll come back and talk about it. So let's go. But please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Be your guy. Run out for me. Subscribe.
You know, with what is going on in the Southeast, all manner of people will now be talking down on us as if they are our own champion and our messiah. Okay. Which I disagree.
Okay, please buttress.
Good. Sowore was released from detention by Tinubu's government. That is the first thing they did when they came into office. True of us. Did he go into full trial? Was it not a Buhari that detained him?
Okay, so what are you insinuating?
So what I'm saying is that all this talk that people are saying this or people are doing this in the Southeast, I don't understand.
All this talk that people are doing this and doing that.
Like what he was saying.
Okay.
About the Southeasterners and whatever.
Okay.
If he was not released the way he was released, will he be talking like this?
So what are you saying? I need to understand where you're driving.
Hold on. What I'm saying is that we don't need such a talk. Because your bread has been buttered. You now feel that other people, they are, I
don't understand what are you saying that? Are you discountenancing what he said, that certain persons are deliberately not working as they claim to ensure that Nnamdi Kanu is released for any kind of political resolution to be found?
Listen very well, Esther. Listen very well. Are you telling me that everybody in Yoruba land love Sowore? When he was released by Tinubu's administration, did he consult with anybody? Did Tinubu ask Yoruba, do you want me to release Sowore for you? Like Pontius Pilate did. Did he consult with any Yoruba leader before Sowore was released? Answer me. So why is it thought that everybody in the Southeast, we are not doing what does they want us to do? To become area boys and start carrying gun and cutlass and marching to everywhere, shouting and rioting because of Nnamdi Kanu, so that they will not have an excuse. Look at what he said, that Nnamdi Kanu cannot be released by negotiation. So by what? By war. Esther, look at that statement. Nnamdi Kanu cannot be released by negotiation. So by what? Let him tell us.
Well, it cannot be through war, because you saw what is going on with
listen.
derailed development there.
I asked you a question here, you must answer it, because you're asking me how. Why did he make such a statement? So he's now insinuating, he's now instigating that Igbo should now go to war because of Nnamdi Kanu.
I don't think they're stupid to do that.
But look, ask him what he meant now. So by what? If not by negotiation, what? Tell us. Look, that's why I'm telling you that we are past this stage. We are not stupid. They will not instigate us into another war. They cannot do that. Tomorrow night, he said, I said it, that he cannot be released. So we should go and fight, Abi, so that Nnamdi Kanu can be released. Is it true? In his own case, did the Yoruba go to war before he was released? Since he's more clever than everybody. Please, I don't like people talking to us like this as if there is nobody in this. We know better. Esther, we know better. Like I told you, when your bread is buttered, you can feel that God will love only you. If not for Tinubu's government, do you think Buhari would have released Sowore? Tell me the truth.
But if this is a line of thought you're coming with, Barrister Darlington, Sowore has called this government all manner of things that even others are even saying Peter Obi had dared not.
Please, Esther.
That Peter Obi cannot. They're even saying he's more brazen, more bolder than the opposition. Not just Peter Obi, even Atiku Abubakar and other opposition political parties. He says what those ones cannot say. So how do you see him as somebody who is supposedly trying to incite, instigate, working for the government?
Let any other person from the Southeast say the same thing Sowore is saying about Tinubu. And let us see the difference. Esther, let any other person from the Southeast say all the things Sowore have done under Tinubu's administration, and let me see whether that person will go free.
You're saying that he...
No, is it not true?
Are you saying his ethnicity is his immunity?
I don't know, but I'm telling you that, like I used to tell you, when a lizard is dancing in the rain, a rat should not go and join that lizard and be dancing in the rain, no. Because at the end of the day, that rain, whenever it stops, the rat will just shake it off and move on. But because of the nature of the rat, it will go and stay one place for 2-3 days before that rain will draw. The drench will dry on his body. I have been saying this. So all these things that Sowore is doing, let him be sincere. That if not that Tinubu is the person in the saddle, and that he has been given some unnecessary privilege, will he be talking like this and get away with it? So didn't Buhari put him in detention? How come it was the Tinubu that released him without trial? Without trial? Without trial, though. So please, they should not deceive us. We know better. Let any other person try it. What the names you have been calling everybody, from the IGP to Tinubu, and let anybody try it, and see what will happen. DSS will now do their job. They will now be asking, why did you call somebody a criminal? Who court called him a criminal? Who told you to say that? No, ask me, Esther. They were even begging him to remove the tweet. Oh, hey, God Almighty! They were Bayo had to write to him, begging him to remove the tweet. Esther, and you are telling me, do I look like a fool to you? So I should now join him and be shouting and be calling people so that they will say, yeah, we're agitating. It's instigation. They are instigating you to war. That is it. They are instigating you to war. We cannot do it by negotiation. So we'll do it by what? Let him explain how we are going to do it.
Barrister Darlington,
please.
Insecurity seems to be thriving daily, despite the president issuing having a meeting with the security operatives and telling them to do what is needed to ensure that banditry and terrorism stop. Kwara State is now the new haven. They're coming brazenly in broad daylight. They've killed an APC chieftain, they killed vigilantes, they ransacked the community, and it's quite unfortunate because we would have expected an uproar calling out the government that it seems Kwara is a new Benue, especially by supporters of this administration. Pat Utomi and a couple of others feel that this administration supporters, that are enablers of the cesspool of corruption ongoing, the impunity ongoing, because they support anything that goes on in this administration without questioning anything at all. Kwara is seriously in trouble as it stands, and the federal government has really not told us anything. The security operatives, especially the Nigerian Chief of Army Staff, the Chief of Defense Staff, or Air Force, none has said anything. Something happened recently in Kwara where they said that a helicopter was sighted before the mayhem was perpetrated in the community, where 12 persons were killed at an instant, and that these helicopters dropped these persons in the community before the mayhem occurred. While that was ongoing, what a lot of Nigerian youths were talking about on social media was lambasting and cursing out opposition political party members because of an innocent tweet that was done by Peter Obi. Now, based on that particular reaction, a couple of persons have said that Peter Obi's response by apologizing was pandering to. He ought not to have done that. They say he ought not to have responded. It means that he's weak. He cannot take half of what the administration takes every day by criticisms, both from supporters and those who are against the government. That President Tinubu takes a lot of insults from those who don't like him and those who don't support his administration. And then just one day of people criticizing his tweet, Peter Obi folded by going to pander and apologize. Now, a broadcaster and a radio station owner went as well in Ibadan to supposedly twist the narrative by making it seem like he denigrated their culture, despite Peter Obi going to Ibadan 2 days before the official coronation to greet with the Oba, to greet with the king. In contrast or in similarity, what do you think is a priority of this country by their citizens?
Esther, God Almighty, you see this thing they call culture. Most culture in Nigeria has been bastardized. It is no longer what it used to be.
Okay.
Are you getting what I'm saying?
Explain.
This thing they choose what to pander with whenever it suits them. Yes. Please, what was the insult in that greeting of calling him my elder brother?
He said he's older than him.
Didn't you hear me? Did the P2B put elder brother? Did he put it there?
The first tweet was my brother. Then
really?
The second one in terms of apology was elder brother. But what they were saying is that he and the Olubado, they're not mates, and that for someone who is aspiring for office, he ought to understand the important etiquette of cultural values to certain ethnic groups, considering the fact that you be a president to all ethnic groups. They now brought out a tweet of what he tweeted about the Obi of Onitsha, whom he called his father, his dear father, and someone he considers to be not just a brother but a father figure. So if he could do that with the Obi of Onitsha, why not give that kind of honor to the Olubado?
Anyway, you know why I'm going to water this down. It's because the Olu of Ibadan just came into office. I don't think he's interested in this shenanigans.
No, he's a very peaceful man.
I am telling you,
amazing, fantastic.
That was why his coronation was fantastic.
It was beautiful, Barcelona. Did you watch it?
You see,
it was.
Yes, my own advice now is
was grand.
The Kabiyesi. Have you asked yourself why such a revered Oba is called Olu of Ibadan? It's not an Oba. There is a history behind it. Go and check.
Olu,
yes, Olu. They don't call them Oba. Yes, there's a history, and I don't want to go into it here.
Okay.
I know it very well. The question is, this man that came to rule peaceful, you can see, they have started to poison his mind against certain people all of a sudden.
Who are they poisoning?
The thing that they are talking about Obi, I'm sure that the Olu of Ibadan cannot even.
I don't even think he's about.
I'm telling you, he will not be bothered. But look at what they are trying to make a mountain out of a molehill.
No, what followed that beautiful grand gesture of the coronation is how they decided to taint it with this political narrative.
Is that not what I'm telling you here? And by doing that, they are not trying to poison the mind of the man against a certain people and against a certain man.
He's not that kind of person.
Wait now. But when the one in Lagos here said what he said about the Igbos, they kept quiet.
Barrister, the one in Lagos apologized.
Really?
He apologized.
Esther, let me cut your leg with cutlass and tell you sorry. Did you hear me? Let me cut your leg now with cutlass and tell you, Esther, I'm sorry to have done that. Sorry, you hear? Sorry. Really? Is it the first, second, or third time they're doing it? When have the Igbos reacted? When have we reacted? Our own Igwes and do they respect them? They don't. But we didn't bother. We didn't mind. Even when that thing was said against, we still went to go and beg the Oba of Lagos. Are you aware? The Igbo elders, they still went to go and beg him. For people who don't respect king, can you imagine? After insulting us, we still went to go and beg. Nobody remembered all those things. How peaceful we are. Every little thing they magnify it. Meanwhile, they can't even tolerate 1/4 of what we have tolerated. Every little thing they make it look as if heaven want to fall. You can imagine the kind of people we are talking about here. And these people, that's why I'm saying that the men Yorubas, the men elders, the men responsible ones, what are they doing? They should be talking to these people who are causing this problem.
There are many. There are many. How many of them do you think they should speak?
Okay, so until they drown everybody into needless war, no, hold on, Esther. Until these people now succeed in what they want to do, Is that when they will not talk? Answer me now. They should be talking. Bring out a press conference and all that. The leadership, political leadership among them, they should be talking. These are the people that should run the, but when they keep quiet, I will not believe that, okay, these are the people that send them, that's why they keep quiet. Of course, what do you want me to believe? Every little thing, things that are really unnecessary. The contributions and the peaceful nature of the Igbo man in the Southwest, nobody talks about it, Esther. I have never heard them talk about the goodwill the Igbos have demonstrated in Lagos and in the South. They don't talk about it. But when one rascal, one person, have a disagreement with somebody from the Southwest, you see how they will say, you want to take over our land. You see why they are fighting. Yes. You now have to say, what is going on? You mean nobody in the Southeast came from Yoruba land? How many times have you had any quarrel over there that Igbos and Yorubas are quarreling in the Southeast? How many times? Esther, how many times? Can you tell me? You see why we are highlighting this? So that those people will know that we know what they are doing. It's unfortunate. You cannot claim to have gone to school, you are civilized, yet I can't see school in you. You can't see school in you. These things are reserved for, illiterate people who are not informed, who crude. That's what they behave. But you cannot tell me that with all the civility that school started here and the first school was somewhere in Badagry or so. You saw the white man first with all those things. It's not reflected in this age and time.
Don't you think all this is politically sponsored? Okay,
hold on. If it is what, then how can you not tell me that you are more political than me? You are not knowledgeable about politics than me? Because I hear you say the Yorubas know politics more than the even God. Is this how politics is being played, Esther? Hold on. Is this how God played? I mean, how politics is played in a civilized environment? Tell me. Since you know, is that how things should be done? Even if it's one or two persons that's causing this problem, why not call them to order? Why not call them to order before they destroy everything? Your beautiful culture is being tainted. Now, Oro that is revered, have come into politics.
That's what I wanted to ask you. How politics has adulterated the efficacy and sacredness of our traditional rights.
Good. That is why I'm asking the people, the traditional, the custodian of this. What are they doing? That Oro will not come out in the daytime because of politics. Abi, somebody want to campaign. You say for that reason, Oro should come out so that the campaign will not go on, and people are watching. Tomorrow now you come and say, how did people destroy your culture? Because you are the one destroying it. Oh, Esther, do you see what I'm saying here? When did Oro start coming out in the daytime? Tell me. The traditional custodian of this traditional culture, where are they? This is happening in their very eyes. Yet nobody said anything. They kept quiet. They kept quiet. So when you have messed up this culture now, who are you going to blame at the end of the day? When? Who? No, tell me, who are you going to blame? You will not come and say, we didn't know, it was politics, all those things, it's all about politics. I say, are you serious? Can you eat your cake and have it?
Do you think Peter Obi panders? Do you think he has a spine?
It's good. He apologized, Esther. No, it's good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. Yes, it's good. It's good. He apologized. Maybe he didn't address the Olu of Ibadan very well. Yeah, he addressed him properly so that, there'll be peace. Abi? He did. It's okay. But when their own brother or whoever or any of their people contravene the same thing anywhere in Nigeria, I hope they will raise up eyebrow like this.
Well, they did when Sowore called the president a criminal. They did. They called Sowore out, and they're even asking for him to be arrested by the DSS.
Please let me hear.
Sowore has also said that Wike is threatening his life.
Please leave all those ones. They know what they are doing. Don't leave that one. We are talking of people that are not even politically aligned.
All right, Barrister Darlington, let's look at insecurity. I told you Abdulrazak Abdurrahman is mourning the killing of no fewer than 12 persons, including the Bale of Ogbayo. During a Sunday morning, gunmen attacked Okeode community in Ifelodun, local government area of the state. This is followed the confirmation of the attack by the State Police Command, and the public relations officer there, SP Adito Ejirademi, said operatives of the command and personnel of the National Forest Security Service swiftly responded to distress calls. But that's not the only thing that took place. An Arise TV young presenter, her name is Crystal Madwago, she was killed in Abuja during a robbery. She's just 29 years old. Very beautiful, lovely young lady. I'm sure you'd have seen her on television on one or two occasions, and her death was actually quite shocking. Her untimely death is actually something that put the voice of a lot of Nigerians out there. How do we tackle insecurity? In your home, you're not safe. You are working, you're not safe. You're on the road, you're not safe. You're in your place of business, you're not safe. How do we tackle this? What is there an agreement somewhere between the defense, with the Air Force, the Nigerian military, with the security apparatus, and this terrorists? I want to understand why we're not seeing a decisive stance in clearing out terrorists. Barrister Darlington, they're not bandits. These guys are killing swiftly daily. Every day you come to the news, you open the news to read, you see one attack or the other. It's happening in broad daylight. They're not afraid of doing what they're doing. So my question is this: is it that they don't know who these individuals are? They don't know who is supplying them weapons? Is this a conspiracy? Others say that the killings and the resurgence of insecurity is politically motivated ahead of 2027. Okay, who is this politics against? If the president is working and doing well for them, giving them all that they need, so what else do they need by the continuation of this insecurity across the country? Others believe that it was the APC that introduced this, but Boko Haram was already in existence during the period of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, and it seems to have skyrocketed up until now. So my question is, why is there no decisive action to clear these guys out? Who is using these individuals? And the names that were submitted by the United Arab Emirates, in the Nigerian defense, the Nigerian military and the Nigerian Air Force and all the security apparatus are serious in disgracing these individuals. Why haven't they brought out their names? Why haven't they commenced any form of prosecution against these guys? What is the collaboration with these guys and the federal government that the souls of Nigerians are being paid for some certain person sitting down in their home playing chess with the lives of Nigerians?
Esther, were you not here when one Kawo Baraje came to tell you how they imported these terrorists? Is it not on record? Openly before the cameras. Were you not here when El-Rufai told you how he took our taxpayers' money to go and pay them somewhere in the Sahel? Or were you not here when Buhari opened our border and say anybody that has $200 is free to enter Nigeria and you will be given a visa at the point of entry? Who was he recruiting? Who is that person that will come into Nigeria through the border? Is it the Igbos? No, look at it yourself. I have not told you how these people came in and who were behind them. They know. It's no longer hidden. Esther, were you not here when some northern leaders are hobnobbing and dining and whining with the terrorists? And they will come and tell us that we better agree with what they are saying or there will be no peace in Nigeria. Ali Shegumi said it severally. True of us. Just recently, 3 of them went to go and visit Tito Bello in his kingdom. And after whining and dining, the man said, "Oh, thank you for coming. You see, your visit cannot be in vain. You know, you see this gun, take some, go and give your government. You see these people, they are no longer useful to me. Take
is
them."
Is this an attack against the government? I want to understand. Is this an attack against the government?
Which government? Which government?
The government of the day, of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. People think that it's politically motivated.
Hold on, Esther. I'm just telling you here. Under whose watch did these terrorists even come? Who brought them here? Was it not a political party that wanted power at all costs? They said it openly now.
Boko Haram was on since Obasanjo. After Obasanjo did what he did to Yusuf, they came on again during Jonathan's period. It was towards the end that we began to towards the end of Jonathan's administration during the 2015 general elections that we saw massive persons infiltrating the country from the Sahel.
So now, what are you now arguing? No, you now know how they came in here and who brought them. So what is the argument here now? Please, the people that brought them, they are finding it difficult to ask them to go back. That is the issue. When the first Abuja Kaduna train bombing happened, remember the message they sent through that BOI, Bank of Industry managing director. They sent a message through him, which was all over the place. They said that the territory and the country called Nigeria should be given to them as agreed.
All right.
They had an agreement with them. That's why they are finding it difficult to renege on that agreement.
They had an agreement with them.
Yeah, they said it through the Mamu, that media aide to Sheikh Gumi. This is in the public domain. You are still asking questions. The question now you are not
clarity.
You know, all these things is on record. Everything we do, it is on record. It is good when time to time we begin to bring out some of these things so that we know where the problem is starting from, because it's like the way it is now. People will be saying, what is the solution? What are we going to do? The solutions, we know. People, they know the solution. It's just that they don't want to do it and they can't do it again. The price of solving the problem is becoming too much because they are giving these people so much power. Now, I'm talking about the insecurity now. It is the same country, Buhari said, that if you buy one Fulani, you buy the whole of the north. Therefore, do not touch any Fulani person under him. At that time, insecurity. So he imported them. They know about it. Now, when somebody is talking about this Tinubu is aware what happened. They are all together in connection. They brought these people to Nigeria to rig election, to fight for them. That's why Buhari made that statement that he was surprised when Jonathan conceded, because they already planned. Maybe they wanted heaven to come down at that time. But Jonathan, being a simple, humble man, gentleman, as if he knew, he decided to do accordingly. There was no need for violence. There was no need for those people that were hidden in some places to come to the real life to fight. Jonathan Kanu say no problem. It is not my father's property. It's not a birthright. He go. But then, these people do not see any need to go back to their country because El-Rufai still said, I think El-Rufai or one some other, what's his name again? He said they brought them in, and you know, APC members with lies, promise, and failed. That's I'm quoting them now that they brought them, they paid them, they promised them. After the election, they couldn't use them again as Jonathan Kanu. They couldn't use them again. They didn't fight, nothing. They didn't do anything. So for them to go back, APC member refused to pay them their balance or the agreement. They refused to fulfill the agreement with these people, and these people refused to go. And as they refused to go back to their country, they were in there. They were there at that time. They were not disturbing. They said, okay, since you guys didn't pay us, we are not going back. We need to do something here. We need to do something here because they now see the potential in Nigeria. They decided to stay because when they brought them, they keep them in some places now. It could be some people houses, or they built those houses tent for them to stay. So from there, they refuse to go back. They stay. Some of them, remember, before they imported them, some of them have children, some of them have wives, right? Now they refuse to go back to their country. What do? They now go and be bringing their family, their brothers, sisters, their family, children. It's a problem now. Now, how many years ago? 2015 till today. Even if you gave birth in 2015, how many years is that person now? I think it should be 9-10 years now, isn't it? So they now have more members, and now they have friends before they are here, and these are the people terrorizing. Now, El-Rufai said that. Tinubu is aware. The other man, forgot his name, he said it, how they imported these people to this country. So when you say insecurity now, what is the solution? They know the solution. They brought them, they have to tell them to go. Telling them to go, and there are sacrifices. You need to pay them. You need to pay them. How do you pay them? What they bargain at that time, it has increased. So nobody should say they don't know how they brought insecurity. And again, I told you that Tinubu is part of the problem. Is part of those people who brought the insecurity to Nigeria. As El-Rufai was in APC at that time, they all worked together. So Tinubu knows about it. Now, thing turns out to be like this. He's among, so he cannot fight these people. I've told you many times that Tinubu is part of the problem. He cannot also solve the problem that he created. It is a neutral, somebody who does not have anything, any business, any connection with these people, that will come and see need to say, no, we want to face this country and deal with these people decisively. So Tinubu is part of it. He cannot do nothing about it. So we are just joking, playing with this. Do you think the chief of defense staff, all these Fulanis you see every day, you think they don't know them? They don't know their locations? You think they don't know? How come they are not having meetings with them, eating and dining with them? So they know because of this agreement. There's a connection, there's agreement with this military that do not do this, do not do that. Do you understand? So that is a problem. They know. Federal government is aware. And it's a business for people in positions. Ministers are aware. Who are there? They are the financier of this group. They are making money. So that's that. As for other things, like I said before, the Olu Ibadan and concerning Peter Obi. Yes, and he said that peace should reign. A barrister said that this leader, they are not talking to them. You see, Esther was saying, it's not one person, not two persons. How did you talk to them? No, you continue to talk to them. You issue a statement. Go to media houses and speak about it. Issue a press conference. It's easy, simple. Because it's getting too much. The way the Yorubas are taking this and always try to bring problems to, I don't know, because we say we are one, we should live together. The Yorubas, they are not, I think that one is not part of their agenda to live together with the other tribes. So every time, not all of them do, but we know they are living in Lagos. I know what I'm saying. That's why sometimes I don't like talking about ethnicity, but these are the problem. So I live in Lagos and I know what is happening. I know what we see every day. Do you understand? So these are the issues. Federal government, the Yoruba elders, the leaders, they know what to do. It's just that they are part of the problem because of this tribe. They are tribe. Some of them, they are tribalistic. That's why they don't see the need to address their people to stop all this. Every time you see Yoruba, Igbos, Yoruba, did you also see Igbos in Yoruba? We have a lot of people living in it. We have a lot of Yorubas living in the eastern part of the country. We have a lot of Yorubas living in Edo State. There's a house in Edo State where my friends used to live in those days because of Yoruba people living there. This person has never been to Lagos before, has never been to Yoruba land, but he started speaking Yoruba in Edo State because of Yoruba in that. So no, everybody live together in the house. Everybody, we are brothers, sisters. We see ourselves. If there's any issues, any problem between you and another person, you deal with the issues based on the problem, not bringing in ethnicity to it. Because we are one Nigeria, we shouldn't see ourselves as a different people. No, we are one. So this is the problem we are facing. Why a lot of people are not calling for revolution. If revolution is not possible, devolution of power, whereby all regions have, no, that one is not even the issue. It's still going to be the same thing. So that's why people are not calling for a complete revolution, all those things, because of the hatred. So that you just know where you belong. Since we don't want to be together, we don't want to see ourselves as one. Why? What's the point? Why people should be racist against your own fellow person just because it's from another region? All those things. That's the reason why you see Olu, if you were to correct, like I did a video before, Tinubu said the same thing. Why was Peter Obi trending? Because of politics, because he's from a particular region. Tinubu said, my brother, my friend, the heaven never comes down. But nobody was talking about that. If we have not do video to say, include Tinubu, to say Tinubu also say the same thing, people will not have even know that Tinubu also said the same thing. Do you understand? People are not aware. They don't know what, because Peter Obi is the only one trending for what he said. It's not as if Peter Obi is weak, he cannot take. It's all those things. Peter Obi don't even see anybody criticizing. But when it is important, because this one is, we're talking about Royal Majesty, looking about Olubadan. So that's the reason why he has to, if that is a problem, he corrected the message by saying that he mean no harm. It's not as if he's scared or he was scared or being scared of criticism or he doesn't have. No, that was not it. I still believe if it was another person, Peter Obi don't even care. He wouldn't have responded or by correcting that message. So that is just it anyways. I think if Yoruba do not cause this revolution, it will be from the north, from the Hausas. It's not going to come from the Igbos. It's still going to come either from the Yorubas or from the Hausas. Let's watch and see, because the way the thing is going, it will surely lead to that time. But that I don't think, yes, because of the problem in the country, so that everybody can go, like I always say, go and develop your region. If that should be the solution to the problem of this country, why should we be together? Anyways, what do you think? Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Be your guy now. Subscribe.